So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Gray Lady Down. This is going to be the tail end of the disaster movie genre, starring Charlton, Heston, Ned Beatty, David Carradine, and a bunch of other people. Christopher Reeves. The same year he made Superman. I guess they hired him after this one. This is his film debut, Christopher Reeves. It's about a Navy sub that crashes into some kind of ship. I guess the captain, played by Charlton Heston, wanted to have a grandiose arrival, so he decided to let the submarine go up. Unfortunately, his crew couldn't see anything, namely the ship that was going to crash into them. It's a nuclear submarine called the Neptune. I guess it's also known as Gray Lady or something. So it crashes, it sinks to the edge of the ocean shelf there. There's mudslides and stuff going on. It's a little slow in the beginning. I didn't really care too much for the movie until Ned Beatty and David Carradine arrived with that funky looking snark machine that they used to move the dirt and to plant explosives stuff. There's a lot of cool human sacrifice in this one, like self-sacrifice stuff. So I guess a lot of these guys would rather be a hero instead of, it's kind of that morality play. Do you kill yourself to save 30 people, that kind of stuff? I guess in the Navy it's fine, but I suppose if it was any other place besides the Navy, all of them would have died. I don't want to spoil the ending, but a lot of them do die. And they get this DRV something. I forget what it's called. There's a weird acronym for it, but they use it to rescue some of the survivors. And I guess I did spoil the end, but pretty cool flick. I give it 4 to 5 stars. Like I said, the build-up was a little too slow for me. It's kind of like watching a soap opera unfold, that kind of stuff. Not much going on. The action starts when David Carradine and Ned Beatty arrive on the scene with their snark machine. The thing looked pretty cool, actually, like something out of a sci-fi movie. So there's that. There's a lot of high tension kind of Charlton Heston hamming it up in front of the camera kind of stuff. I don't know. I didn't think it was a great movie. I thought the beginning was kind of lame, actually. It seemed like they spend a lot of time developing these characters that really didn't have much of a personality. I mean, they're all pretty much working for the Navy. They're like friggin' robots. But, well, I can't say that I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it definitely kept me up, and me do want to sit through the whole thing without stopping, but anyways, it's nice to see these David Carradine movies. I think that's the last 3 that I've seen. I've either liked it or I've really loved it. So Cannonball's Circle of Iron, and now Great Lady Down. Now I got some Kung Fu DVDs arriving. I finally got first disc. Waiting a long time for this shit. Here it is right here. Kung Fu, baby. And there's nothing on it. It's just a generic kind of cheap looking disc. But at least it's not cracked. Doesn't have any scratches on it. Looks kind of dirty though. I don't know about this. It says disc 1. Flipped over. There's nothing on the back. Season 1, disc 1. So finally got it. Shaolin monk Kwai Chang Kane, a white guy playing a Chinese dude with a bunch of Chinese sidekicks. Kind of like Charlie Chan, I guess. Yeah, so we'll definitely check that one out. Just finished watching Grey Lady Down. I thought the snare drum was a little bit too much at the end. Too much patriotic crap. Stacy Keach character was kind of interesting. At first, he was kind of a, government chaos guy. He thought he was conceited and he knew how to do everything. He didn't let David Carradine bring Ned Beatty to tag along. That's probably why more people died, actually. But he sort of redeemed himself a little bit towards the end when he came up with the idea of planting the explosive against the rock and blasting it in the opposite direction. So there's a lot of physics involved in this. Kind of practical stuff, real life stuff. I think some people who reviewed this commented that it was realistic. It was like being in the Navy, that kind of stuff. I didn't want to join the military after high school, man. My cousin did that. He joined the Air Force. Now he's stuck in South Korea. He thought he was safe from the Taliban in Afghanistan by going to South Korea. Not to get they're shooting nukes in the ocean, trying to scare everybody. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, but it's all for good entertainment. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. And I'm glad that I never decided to join the military. Actually, my mom convinced me not to because she was worried that I'd die in combat, her only child. And it's a good thing she convinced me otherwise, too. Because if I was dead, then she wouldn't have any grandson. Got this Easter basket. I still got chocolate laying here on the floor. Carrot Patch Pete. This thing. I don't know if you saw my video yesterday. He was kind of showing off his goldfish. He also got this thing. It's chocolate bunny, carrot patch, Pete. It's got some more chocolates here. Check this out. Bag's falling apart, man. With a 5-ounce bag of chocolates. I don't know how he ate all that chocolate yesterday. They still got leftovers, man. These are the Easter bunnies. 5-ounce bag of chocolates, man. He ate like half of it already. Let's see. Kind of upside down, but you can see the 5-ounce here. And that's about it. He's got a smaller bunny. I think he just ate the legs and left the rest of the bunny body hollow chocolate thing. I used to love those chocolate Santas around Christmas time when I was a kid, man. I lived for that kind of stuff. So he's definitely a spoiled brat in that respect, just like I was, being the only son, living with my grandparents. What more can a kid ask for? So that's about it. It's the day after Easter. I took some red line, just a little sippy poo of red line. I woke up at 4:30. I was kind of in a hurry, but it still is 10 minutes late for work, so I'm trying to wake up earlier, take my sippy poo of red line. I still haven't started my appellate brief for my divorce, but I still got a few weeks left. I guess I'll start it tomorrow. I've been procrastinating for a couple days because I got too much shit to do. But I think it's going to die down starting tomorrow. Although I do have to pick up my son. So at least I can do the cover page and maybe the introduction. Get like bits and pieces done. And hopefully I can finish it up on Saturday. Get the damn thing served and filed next week, hopefully. It's going to be a big pain in the ass and a lot of money. I spent, what was it, about $550 on brakes and tires at Firestone on Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday. And I spent about $450 on H&R Block just to fill out taxes, man. Uncle Sam should be filling out these fucking forms. And then I got these vouchers, man. I pay Uncle Sam. There it is right there. It says, how much is on this damn thing? I don't know. It's a lot of money. Like $5,000 for Uncle Sam and $1,000 to the state. I don't have that kind of dough. I got like $20,000 in my checking account. That's for emergencies, man. Just gonna pay him like $150 respectively. And then you can call me, set up a payment plan. I'm already on payment plan with Uncle Sam, the Monopoly man. So I'll probably get a massive refund. Like, don't pay any taxes whatsoever next year. But then I'm still in arrears from the past 2 years. So I'm kind of screwed because I got a lot of spousal support and stuff. And I don't know how to adjust the deductions and stuff, especially when I'm unemployed. I'm not a CPA. I don't know how to do that shit. Just keep it at zero, and what else can I do? I'm not a CPA like my ex-wife, and I can fiddle with the deductions. Um, such is life, living in the communist United States. So, yeah, anyway, pretty cool disc. I was kind of surprised. Got a lot of action and suspense, kind of keeps you at the edge of your seat, that kind of thing. Even though the Navy guys, including Charlton Heston, were really deserved to survive that disaster. I mean, it's kind of like watching Friday the 13th, and you don't really care if the teenagers die, that kind of thing. Because they were so robotic and plastic people. I mean, not much personality there. I thought David Carradine and Ned Beatty kind of stole the show. This movie would have sucked really bad without those two. And so, yeah, it's the first movie that I've seen with David Carradine where he plays a normal guy, almost a heroic type of, I guess you could say heroic type of character there. Yeah, at the end, he goes down by himself in that snark thing. Ned Beatty can't figure out why he can't tag along again. But, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of the ending, but it was pretty interesting, how these guys kind of willing to risk their lives to save a bunch of people. I guess they see themselves as a rescue team or whatever. You know, they like to put themselves in harm's way and stuff like that. I don't think I could ever be like that. I'd be too worried about saving my own damn skin. So, yeah, I guess I'm too selfish in that regard. Hence the name Everest Ichiban. Even though I was raised Catholic, I'm kind of greedy like my son, and looking out for number one and stuff like that. So we'll see how that pans out. Not that I worship money or anything, false idol, but when I was when I graduated from college, I wanted to be an investment banker. Of course, having a college degree from Menlo College doesn't really open up doors to like Eddie Murphy and Trading Places. But anyways, I guess I guess I saw guys like Michael Milken and what's that other guy's name? Gordon Gecko or whatever his name was. Guys who were kind of made into evil people. I thought they were pretty cool back in the 80s. So that's kind of how I felt. I think Walter Block wrote a book about prostitutes and pimps, and those kind of people that are kind of dregs of society. I forget what it's called, but it's got bad grammar on purpose, the title of the book. And I discussed it with Dr. Edelstein in San Francisco when we were hanging out, having breakfast, and I flaked on him one time, and he demanded that I pay him restitution. So those were fun times. I enjoyed those, even though I was unemployed at the time. Still had fun hanging out with friends and stuff. Now I just sit at home and watch Netflix, hang out with my son, go visit my mom on occasion. Maybe wait for my Chinese date to come back from China. Gotta wait till July, man. But I got a lot of stuff going on. It's nice to be able to have some energy drink, take a quick nap and then watch the rest of the friggin' movie. So I recommend this movie. I can't say highly recommend it or that I loved it or anything like that. I mean, it's a disaster movie. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of my favorite genres, to say the least. And yeah, it was good for a disaster movie. It was a good movie. A lot of good actors in there, especially Ned Beatty and David Carradine. I think they did a far better job than all the other big name actors. Stacy Keach looked like a dork, man. Charlton Heston was like kind of wooden. It's like I was watching Space 1999 in a submarine. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you see the contrast. It's kind of, these two guys who are gung-ho and full of energy, and these guys stuck in the submarine. They're kind of down in the dumps, thinking about dying in a damn submarine on the ocean floor. So there's that contrast there. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if the role of hero or the gung-ho kind of attitude helped them become better actors, just because the roles demanded that the other actors be all depressed and thinking about death and stuff. Maybe that came into play, but I just felt like they were much better, and the movie kind of picked up pace towards the end. So enough about me and the movie. But yeah, now you know about all my problems and why I try to escape by watching movies and stuff. My son is the same way, but he likes to watch YouTube videos, reviews of Transformers toys or Transformers Rescue Bot toys. I guess he's more into the Transformers now. He was big into Legos last year. All of a sudden, he started watching Transformers Rescue Bots. He became obsessed with it. Like, he used to watch it every week for hours. The same episodes over and over again. Finally, after about 5 times going through those episodes, he kind of gave up, and we're waiting for season 4. But He's a good kid. I took him to church and to the library. He hates Khan Academy, man. I've been drilling him with these third grade math questions. He's only in kindergarten. He keeps complaining, but if he plays with his Transformers Rescue Bot toys while I'm asking him these questions, he kind of gets distracted, but he's starting to pick up a little bit. He's almost there where he can answer 5 in a row. So I just keep drilling him with that stuff until, repetition gets stuck in his head. It's taken a long time, like a couple weeks. He's never been like this before. I guess he doesn't like difficult math problems, but he's learning, so I'll give him credit. He's learning more from Khan Academy than he ever will in public school. I know that. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Oh, here it is. So amount of payment, $12.97 right here. $12.97. That sucks big dick right there. And then this one, of course, Uncle Sam wants even more. Right there, $4,577. Is that what it says? No, 4,511. These look like sevens, man. Jesus Christ. They're like blood-sucking ghouls. And they used to blow up the Middle East, too. Anyways, there's one guy on Facebook. He wants to nuke the Middle East, turn it into a parking lot. I think that's part of the problem why these people hate the United States so much, because we keep dropping bombs on them and shit like that. We never dropped a bomb on Indonesia, which is 100% Muslim. And those people don't hate the United States. They're very peaceful. So the idea that Islam is some kind of state-sponsored terrorist organization is nonsense. It's the United States that created this kind of Frankenstein boogeyman enemy. So enough about politics, taxes, Easter, disaster movie. What else do I got going on? Oh, gotta pay a bunch of bills coming up April 1st. Hopefully I have some money left. Maybe I'll get a raise next month. I don't know. Seems like I'm working my ass off, but other people are slacking. Just like the story of my life. When I get off work, I don't feel like doing that appellate brief. End up going to the post office, the bank, and the post office again. I end up going to get a car wash, anything to procrastinate. But I was glad that I got this great lady down out of the way. I could start watching Kung Fu, the TV show they used to play on, was it Channel 44, KBHK, local independent station in Oakland. I think that's what they used to play reruns back in the 80s. And I never watched it. I always watched Doctor Who instead. So I kind of ignored David Carradine Kung Fu. I just wasn't interested in Eastern mythology and Eastern philosophy. I was much more interested in watching Doctor Who reruns from the 70s and 60s. Some of the stuff from the 80s. I even watched Colin Baker and who's that other doctor? The guy with the celery stick. I forget his name. Davidson or something. Peter Davidson, I think his name was. And then I pretty much lost interest. I never watched the McCoy guy. That's when Doctor Who died, and I guess they revived it again. I like Torchwood. That was pretty good. But I guess I'm rambling on too much about random stuff besides this movie. I'm not a big fan of Charlton Heston. But both he and David Carradine have beards in this one. Which I guess is normal for the Navy if you're in a submarine. You grow a beard. Because there's not much in the way of shaving facilities, I guess, in a sub cramped in there with like 100 guys or whatever. So there's that. Seems like they wasted a lot of taxpayer money on fancy machinery to rescue these guys. But as I said before, I guess I spoiled the ending. There are some survivors at the end. A lot of people die in this one. So it's kind of depressing watching these guys kind of kill themselves in desperation. So it kind of reminded me of that movie Alive, when they start eating each other and shit like that. It didn't get that desperate, but it was pretty close. I mean, they had to make some morality choices. Let me put it to you that way. I don't think I could have made those choices. I would have been too chicken, but hey, some people want to play the hero and whatever. It's kind of like a war movie, like a cheesy war movie where buddy helps the other buddy, that kind of stuff. But anyways, I guess there were enough good things after the middle part that kind of made it a good movie. That's why I suggest kind of fast forwarding maybe 45 minutes into the movie. That way you get past all the boring kind of, oh, the ship is sunk. What do we do now? That kind of stuff. The submarine is sunk. What do we do now? Kind of second guessing what they should have done before the submarine sank. So, kind of an interesting movie. I'm not real big on the patriotism and heroism aspect of it. I thought a lot of the characters were kind of plastic and didn't really have much personality. But overall, I'd say it was a good movie, 4 to 5 stars. And that's the end of my review. Laters.